Active and welcome to Active UKM Business Startup. So today is our first day, first workshop that we are held this time. So for today we have Evin. Hello Evin.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so Evin is our YDP for Active Buddies. Woohoo! Okay, can I see some emotion here? Yes, nice. I see Ewan, tepuk tangan, Kavinesh. All right. Okay. So for today, we will be having two topics. Both of them will be covered by Alvin, which is about iMovie, create powerful product adverts using iMovie, and another one would be create original corporate soundtrack with GarageBand. So both of these are apps from Apple. So if you guys are having your own iPad, so you guys can open up and learn together with Alvin. And yeah, let's explore what is the best thing that we have using iPad. All right. Okay. So I pass the floor to Alvin. Oh, okay. His mic not working pula. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Take your time.
Okay, I'm back.
Good.
All
All
good.
right. I pass the floor to you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Anis. Okay, so let's kick things off. Let me share my screen. Eh, all right, awesome. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Active UKM Business Startup. Because we noticed that there are several new faces and there are also several old faces at the same time. So everyone is welcome here as our project is still ongoing and we are still in search of the next Steve Jobs as per the theme of our business startup project. All right. So first up, welcome back everyone. It's been a while. There's been a lot of challenges in setting up the sessions, bungee and then odd scheduling and stuff like that. But we try to cater for everyone as best as possible. So without further ado, let's jump into product knowledge workshop number 1. Right. So just to give you a little brief info, why this is called product knowledge is because during your business pitch or during your proposal pitch, some of you will be proceeding into the proposal pitching stage after we finish our product knowledge workshops. What will you be doing is because we want to focus on the way you bring up your business. And that's why we have the Active UKM Business Startup, where we give you an industrial grant to carry out your project. So you don't want to focus on product development. We want to focus more on the business aspect. Now, this is what is special about the Active UKM Business Startup, whereby product two, unlike iPad, which will be provided when you're doing your project. But what we want to see is your ideas. And these sessions, this coming 2 weeks sessions, it will focus on how can you use your iPad as a to actually market the iPad to a lot of different customer segments. For example, teachers, educators, is what we do in Active UK because we focus a little bit more on education, right? Or even social media marketers or SMMAs, social media marketing agencies, those kind of things. So these are the things, or these are the challenges, or these are the problems or the gaps in the market that you guys will be helping to solve using the iPad. So let's jump into the first workshop, which is product knowledge workshop number 1, creating powerful adverts with iMovie. So it's a little routine of what we do here in Active UCAM is we normally don't tell you what we're going to do. We normally start off by showing you guys straight. So just before I show you what we have to offer. So my name is Avinash. I am from UCAM as well. Saya dari FCAP, Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment. And some of my common interests are, photography, videography, and I love tech. Okay, so this is a video I cooked up on my iPad during I bosan-bosan kat rumah, right? So I was bored at home. I cooked up a little video on my iPad at my home. So I'm just gonna play the video. At least let me know if let's say you can hear anyone. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
I can hear you. Cannot, Avin?
Cannot, eh?
Hmm.
Yeah, I've already hit the. Hey, bro. Hey, yo, what you want? You want one?
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so that was a little video that I cooked up on the iPad using an amazing app called iMovie. Okay, so iMovie is a free app. Okay, so if you go, if and I understand that there are a lot of students here yang ada iPad. It's okay. There's a few things that we want you to look out for, and what we're looking for is your ideas. And there are a lot of things that we will also share that might also help you in different aspects, especially in your studies and stuff like that. So you guys can also take note of those kind of things. Don't focus on too much on how I use the app. Focus on what are the features or the ideas that you can derive from what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to share tonight, right? So iMovie is this amazing app and it's pretty simple to use. So iMovie, pretty basic. I have a lot of projects I worked on iMovie for fun, for doing content for Active UKM, for doing some of my assignments as well, because zaman sekarang video assignments are all over the place, right? So some of the features that I want everyone to try to look for and see how it works is, first of all, basic video editing knowledge. Very simple, very basic. How do you cut things? How do you trim things? How do you put things on a timeline and those kind of things? Simple stuff. Okay. And I'm pretty sure everyone has a little bit of a basic, but I'll try to break things down to make sure you have a very clear picture of what's going on. Number two would be this is what we call green screen. So whatever video I made earlier, I used a green screen. So I'll show you the behind the scenes of what is the ideation, how I managed to cook up the entire thing. Then green screen. We also have another feature called picture in picture. Picture in picture was a feature that I tried to use initially, but it did not exactly work due to the way the feature is, right? So, but these are some of the interesting features in iMovie that you guys can use when you're doing a proposal and product development. Okay, so one very important concept I like to tell anyone who is making a video or any kind of video is storytelling is an art. And what storytelling is this. How can you tell a very complex concept to a 5-year-old child? That determines how well you tell your story. Benda tu dia kena senang faham, easy to understand. So I'm just gonna open the floor to the chat room, right? So when you guys saw the video earlier, I showed you, what do you think the story was? What do you think, or I would say, what is the key message of the story, or whatever I was doing? I am waiting in the chat room, seeing what is this? Yeah, I'm just waiting in the chat room. Any ideas? Okay, you guys nak I play sekali lagi boleh je. Yes, spot on. Oh, play one more time. Okay, sure, I will. Okay, let's do it again. One more time. Huh? Hey bro. Hey yo, what you want? You want one? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. I played it again. Okay, come on, Adila. Adila Hamid. What was your take on it?
I think it's more about sharing is caring.
Yeah, exactly. Spot on. Thank you, Adila. Right. So, yeah, we do have basically that was the entire idea. So, so the entire story that I tried to develop. And now I'm gonna go into what I call sort of the thought process, right? So, what is the thought process behind this? Okay, so I needed to make a video. I mean, I wanted to make a video on iMovie, but I didn't have a topic. So what I did, I went into my kitchen. I found this very interesting picture. Albums, active content. This is the one. So I went into the closet and I found this sweet lah, this snack. It's a sweet, right? So of course the video that I've done could have been done a little bit better, but um for simple, this is about benda simple. This is the product that I was featuring in that video. Okay, so it's this creamy butterscotch drop. It's a very nice sweet. So that's why it's called sharing is caring. Benda tu dalam tu kalau you buka dia ada banyak dalam tu. Masalahnya I'm not at home, so I don't have it with me. But this is what the sweet is, right? So that was the first thing. Okay, so once I'm done with that, right, I have the product. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in my head and I'm gonna ask myself one very important question. Right? What the question would be, what is my key message? Right? So this is a very, very important thing. What is your key message? This is number one. Once you dah dapat you punya key message, which is sharing is caring, and everyone got it spot on. So when you do any kind of especially presentations or even videos, identify your key message. Don't think of what the video is about. Think of what is the message and what is the story you want to tell your audience. So that is what storytelling is all about, right? So to put it simple, it's just that how can you tell your story to the audience in the easiest possible way to understand? Of course, it's brand emotion and those kind, but I'm not going to touch on that. I'm just going to go into what is the key message and how do you develop your idea. So I've already covered what is storytelling. Okay, so before we go into the demonstration part and the entire thought process, these are three things that we have to look out for: your what, your why, your how. Okay, so what we are going to do? Yeah, we are playing with iMovie at the moment. It's an app on the iPad. It's free. We have our why. Why do you want to use iMovie? Right. First of all, it's simple. It's free. You don't need to pay. Adobe Premiere Pro on your desktop is almost it's a monthly subscription. I think almost about $80 per month, right? So and there are a lot of other like LumaFusion on the iPad is about $130, one-time payment, those kind of things. iMovie is free. Number two, there is a lot of great features already on there. So if you're someone who wants to do something a one-off, iMovie is a pretty great option for you. It's simple, easy to use. The best part, I love this thing, it's fast. Because iMovie also has another feature. They have a lot of templates on iMovie. So you boleh pakai benda tu for your videos. And not only in your business, because I understand there are students here as well. You nak pakai dalam kelas, go ahead. There are a lot of cool things on iMovie. I'll try to demonstrate as much as I can. Okay, so kita dah cover the key message, right? Key message done. Now let's understand when you have a key message. Now we're gonna talk about execution, right? When you talk about execution, you need to understand your software. So what are the features? The features. Right. So what are the key features inside iMovie? Which is like I mentioned earlier, you have the basic editing thing. You have the green screen feature. You have picture in picture, those kind of things. So I'm just going to first touch on the green screen feature, right? So the green screen feature is basically a green screen. When the screen is green, when you put it into iMovie as a green screen video, it will color out the green and will only leave whatever that is not green. And just a fun fact, the reason why it is green is because in the color spectrum, your manusia ni, we only fall in the red, orange, and yellow spectrum. Green and blue are two colors that we do not fall in. In movies, orang suka pakai green screen or blue screen lah. So this is what green screen is all about. Okay, so if you guys remember this video where this part here, right, yang ada dua orang. So one part is actually just a video. The other part, which is, where's my pointer? Oops, I don't think I can get it. Okay, the other one that is blue me, that is the green screen video. So what I did is I just overlaid two videos on top of each other. Okay, it's just doing that. But one video was green screen, and the thought process behind this comes down to understanding how iMovie's green screen works, which is you either one base video, have one base video, okay, you have one base video. So I will be sitting here. This is how I thought out the entire process. So I pastikan camera I ni tak bergerak. The camera I used was just my phone lah. So once I finished shooting in my phone, I brought it into my iPad, and then I shot. So the field of view doesn't change. The field of view doesn't change. Okay, but what changes is the first shot is me over here. This is shot number one. Shot number two is the same me, but this is the one yang I pakai green screen. So when I go put it into iMovie, warna hijau ni akan hilang. When the warna hijau sudah hilang, therefore is left with two me's lah. So when there is two me's, and that is what came to the video that you saw earlier. So basically, the dialogue, right? The way that I made it sound interactive, it's how to say. It's basically you already have to have a script in your head, and pastikan timing dalam kepala tu. If it overlaps, it's not a big deal. Sebab when it overlaps, it sounds like cakap and then the other person cakap. Natural conversation macam Anis, kau jangan. So there's always this overlap. So to make it interesting, try to make sure that there are certain overlaps and try to remember. So this is the general thought process I had before making the video. Then we go into the shooting lah, right? So let's go into the shooting part, which is okay. So this is all the raw footage I had. Right? I took multiple takes, and then this early one was a tester. This one is just a tester, and then the final takes were this 1, 2, 3, and you can see that this video 1, 2, 3 all of these the green screen videos. Okay, so I'm not sure which one is the correct one, but okay, let's go into iMovie, right? So on your iPad, if you want to make a new iMovie video, very simple. I'm going to show you how easy it is. You tap this plus icon over here, and then you go into movie. Okay, and then this is where you make a custom movie, right? So I'm just going to go into albums, and then I saved it as active content. Where are you? Active content. Okay, so remember the first video is the natural video, the one that doesn't have much. How to say it? Like it doesn't have much, like nothing much. It's just an empty video, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna choose this first video. I'm not sure if this is the original clip I used, but I'm just gonna go for it. Create movie. Okay, so now I have this video. So you can actually see me walking from the camera, sitting down. Yeah, these are all behind the scenes. Okay, so this is shot number one. Okay, shot number two, very simple. Going to video. And by the way, this is how you actually add content into iMovie. It's pretty simple. So you want to add another video? Okay, you can. Contoh like you want to add this picture. Remember the picture of the gumdrops I showed you earlier? You boleh buat. So it's exactly the same concept. This is the final video. Let's see. It's here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to add another video at the end of it, right? So boleh je, tak ada masalah. Same thing. You see, there is an add button. Click the add button. And then this is how you add another video. So remember I talked about basic editing tips. First rule, once when you open your software, first you susun all your clips. You arrange your clips according to what order you want. That's step number one. Okay? Once you already arrange the clips according to whatever sequence you want, step number two, you trim. So iMovie, there's two ways to trim. So remember the earlier part where I woke up and then I sat down again? We don't want that in the final video because it's not going to look nice, right? Pretty logical. So there's two ways you can trim things. You can slide and make the video shorter. Yeah, so the video also moves as I move. Yeah, I say, okay, I want to start the video here. You can also do that. Oh, sometimes you want to remove a middle segment of the video. You can also do that. You can just click split at one point. You can click split on the other point. And then delete. That's another way you can trim your video. So there are two ways you can trim your video. Pretty simple. Okay. Let's go into the Siri, my Apple Watch was making noise. Okay, so let's go into how to add the green screen effect. So iMovie has three interesting features that I really like to use. So number one is green screen. When you have a green screen video, and you can do wonders with green screen video, there is okay, so you can do wonders with green screen video. There is a lot of things that you can actually do. Okay, so like you even contoh lah. I can give you an example. You wrap a chair with a green screen. You put yourself berlakon macam flying. You can make yourself Superman. Yeah, those are some examples, and there are a lot of great examples on the internet. But I'm just going to show you a simple one today. So I'm going to take this video. I'm going to click the add button. Okay, sorry, wrong button. My bad. Okay, go here, tap this. Now, earlier where we pressed the add button, the three dots on your left. Well, we have a few more options. Okay, so we can add. You can add as a cutaway, as a picture-in-picture, split screen, green, blue screen. So the one we want is green/blue screen. You can do. And then you wait for a while, wait for the magic, and then done. There's two of me in the same video. Okay, so this is basically how you play with a green screen video. It's very simple. And then in terms of timing, right? So this is where I talked about, arranging things and making sure things are moving properly. You can do the same with your green screen video. You can move it around. You can move things around, and pastikan it's timing. So when you take your video early on, if the timing is good, then your video should be perfectly fine. And you want to make a normal generic video on iMovie also, go ahead, no problem. Right? So I'm going to show you another feature in iMovie. So just now we talked about green screen. Now I'm going to show you picture-in-picture. So picture-in-picture is about the same concept. So let's just say I want this video on top of this video. So there's two videos overlaying, right? So you can also do that. The three dots, you go to picture-in-picture. So now there is two videos. There's two. It's the same concept. Okay, so initially when I made the video, right, I wanted to use picture-in-picture. So because picture-in-picture they can do video sekali. So I wanted to put half of this video on the other side, but it didn't work out, and you can see a fine line. So I'll show you what I mean. Okay, you start on this video. Move. Then when you resize, yes, there is two of me, but you can see dia macam tak align sangat. It's not perfect. You can see that there is like it's not great lah. So that's why I actually chose to use the green screen feature. I think it's pretty good if let's say you want to have a narrator, and you can also do these kind of things in iMovie, which is pretty cool. Okay. Let's go into there's a few other things, right? So kita ada cutaway. So basically what a cutaway is this. So you can see that the video on top is red and me in red, and then you can see this one is the video of me in the black t-shirt. So what a cutaway basically is that it just overlays you on top. It just overlays another video on top of the other video while that video is playing in the background like this. So if I play this, I'm just there. And then the other video just plays back, you know. So this is also another cool thing that you guys can do. And if you time it properly, you can make you can even make this cool effect where I suddenly change the shape of the t-shirt. So these are just some cool little things that you can actually do in iMovie. If you know and understand all the features, you cut things properly, you should be able to make cool videos like this, right? So I don't think there's anything. I think I have about 15 minutes, right? So there's another 15 minutes. So I'm just going to show you another cool feature in iMovie called trailers. Okay, so we've already covered the creative aspect of iMovie. So just to give you a simple recap, the features, the basic editing techniques. You know, susun, you cut things accordingly, you split, move things around. Those are the basic editing techniques. But whatever most important is always your big why. What is your message you want to tell the audience? That is the most important. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit on what trailers is. So let me see if I have a whole example over here. Okay, so that was just a simple video that I could cut. And this is why I love iMovie. It's because it's fast. It makes work. Right? So this feature is called trailers. So at the time, the task that was given to me was to create a simple video for our Active Buddies AGM. So during the AGM, they wanted a video of sort of a recap video. What's the best way to do a video fast? iMovie, because one thing is most of the content is already on my iPad. iMovie apparently is free on my iPad. It is on my iPad. So I chose iMovie. So basically what trailers is this. Okay. So same concept as earlier, right? So instead of choosing movie, you choose trailers. And now Apple already has a few examples already. So you can experiment. And if let's say you guys want to use this feature in your product nanti kan, just play around with a lot of these features. They are pretty fun, and there's quite a few templates already available. And like, this is Bollywood. Siap dengan music. Okay, so just to demonstrate, because we have about another 5 minutes for the iMovie before the iMovie session ends, and then before we go into the second part of the content, right? So I'm just going to just show you I mean how trailers exactly work. Okay? So firstly, you have outline and you have storyboard. Outline is the thing at the back, like the credits yang akan roll. Storyboard is what we want to focus on. So storyboard is where everything is already. Excuse me. Storyboard is where. Okay, basically, storyboard is where everything is already. Like this, right? Active bodies presents. You can actually cut this and you can change it. So let's just say I want to create a video for let's see, a product review, right? So a simple product review. So you can just use these kind of templates or a simple montage for your startup. You can do all kinds of things, but these are things that this trailers is good for. Sebab template dah ada. You don't have the flexibility that you don't need to go through the entire storytelling process. I spent the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes on. Because this one, the story is there. You just have to insert individual elements until you get to the final product. So this is what trailers is all about. Trailers is pretty interesting. I told you earlier, right? So you can customize this. Okay, I'm not participating. I'm part of the organizing group. So let's just say Mavericks is the company name. Mavericks year review. Okay, then this one you get the picture. Okay, so you take a picture. My head's private images. So I'm just gonna stick to because I know there's nothing here. Okay, so you can actually put it in, and then you can move things. So you just put in this. This is why I call it restricts your creative freedom, but it's fast. If you want to make something fast, this is how you go for it. But if you want to have a little bit of creativity, you choose the movie option. So the 1.8 seconds, 1.8 seconds. So you don't have much time for each of it. So everything has to be pre-planned, and this is good for me. One more feature one more feature that's pretty interesting that I really like to share. Okay, so you know in montages where things move up, pictures move up, down, it's static. That is what you call canvas. So I'm not sure if it is a person's name, but the effect is called canvas. So basically what it means is the picture just pans from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen. All it means. So this is canvas enable. Where is it is okay. So canvas enable, so you can see I'm tapping, right? So when you enable canvas, you can see the picture moves. But if you disable canvas, that's it. So that is what Kanban is. And if you guys deal with a lot of images in your iMovie videos, Kanban is something that is an option that you guys have. So you guys boleh pakai lah. Either you nak pakai or disable it, up to you. But I always like to enable it for pictures. But dia nampak gambar tu bergerak, it looks a bit interesting. And you can move gambar. Zoom out, you can move, and then start. So you already position, and then you play. Okay, so nampak tak dia bergerak macam tu. So this is what Kanban is all about. And yeah, basically that's pretty much it. Trailers is basically that. There's nothing much about trailers. Sebab dia dah ada guides, all the guidelines are already here. You just masukkan je, or whatever small little detail you want, and then just play around with it, have a little bit of fun, and yeah, basically that's all for trailers. Actually, I don't think there's anything much, because it's how to say, benda dah ada, you masuk, you buat, you edit, you just tukar apa yang you nak, and then you might end up with a video like this one for the active UKM punya lah, right? So yeah, I think basically that's it. Yeah, I think I'm done for iMovie. So I pass the floor back to Anis for our break. And then right after the break, we are going to create music. All right, over to you, Anis.
All right, thank you, Avin. Okay, Avin. Okay, so before that, kan, I have a question about Canvas because I tak pernah guna. Okay, so kan dia punya movement tu kan, is it auto ataupun kita boleh set?
Okay, so for this nampak tak dia ada portion when you go to the storyboard. So if you want your start to be on top, you want your end to be on top. And then if you go to the start, dia akan top. So what are apa?
Oh.
Yeah, basically you boleh.
Avin tak dengar.
Sama.
Bit crack tadi. Okay, now clear.
Okay, all right. So when you talk about Kanbans ni, you can set the direction. In trailers, you boleh set as what I told you lah. So example, the starting you nak, but just now I did up to down, so now I'm going to do down to up lah. So okay, example, right? Okay, I want to zoom it from, I zoom ke sini, I nak from this corner of the image, and then sini, the final frame, I nak this corner. So bila I pergi atas ni, I play.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it's up to you lah. You nak pinch the zoom. Oh, this picture is pretty clear. Dalam juga aku. Okay, so yeah, basically, you know, that's what Kanban is all about. Yeah, maybe you can ask the audience as well if any questions.
Yeah. So our participants today, do you guys have any questions? Or maybe you guys want to share your experience using iMovie? Yeah, you know, because I've been using iPad for a while, maybe 1 year, tapi tak pernah guna pun Canva. So thanks to Avin, I learned something today.
Every day is a brand new day to learn something new.
Yes, of course. So maybe our friends, maybe let's see. How about, okay, I would like to pick someone. Kavinesh, you there? All right. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So yeah, after this we are going to continue with another session. Create original corporate soundtrack with GarageBand. Bising pula. Sorry Okay. GarageBand. But before that, kita ada satu game to play with you guys. So yeah, you guys can type in dekat chat box, or you guys can just open up your mic, because yeah, I want to hear some voice over there. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Maybe you guys can have some emoji ke. Come on. Okay, so Ashikin dah respond. Come on, guys.
Yes.
Yay. Oh, banyaknya love. Okay. Wait, let me share my screen. Alright. Okay, so today kita tertunjuk pula. Okay, yeah. So today kita akan main week game, like macam this or that. Okay kan. So you guys can just type apa yang you guys prefer lah between two of them. Alright? Okay. Okay, so we start first with bad haircut or bad hair color. Which one is your preference? Okay, kita boleh tengok dekat sini. Okay, Ashikin kata bad haircut. Lagi. Hair color. Hair color, okay. Daniel pun kata hair color. Sumaya also. Bad haircut. You know, but for me, maybe haircut kot. Macam hair color macam tak kisahlah color apa-apa pun. Okay,
I think
so
a lot of people haircut.
Ya. Sebab kalau haircut salah nanti dia rosak lah rambut. Alright, okay, next one. Okay. Winning the lottery or find your soulmate. Oh. Okay, which one? Which one? You menang about 1 million or find your soulmate which is 1 in a million? Eje. Winning the lottery. Oh, maybe I rasa people yang kata lottery ni maybe they already find their soulmate lah. Maybe Avin.
Boleh jadi juga.
Boleh jadi. Alright, okay, lottery also. Akilah pun lottery. Siapa yang soulmate ni? Okay, Aisyah. Aisyah soulmate Nafisa as well. Zhu Yinglui as well. Nice. Uish, okay, Nafisa, soulmate. Apa?
Biar kali pertama bersendirian, jangan kali kedua.
Aduh. Okay, nice one, Nafisa. Okay. Next one. Never be able to stretch an inch or clock nose. Weh. I pun tak tahulah nak pilih mana ni. Jom kita tengok kawan-kawan kita.
I would prefer a clock. No, actually both is bad actually.
Ya. Same. Sebab kalau tak nanti susah nak sebut kan. Susah nak cakap. Okay. Kita tengok our friend. Nanti rasa nak mengamuk. Betul. Okay, lagi. Never be able to stretch an itch. Okay, nice. Come on. Jom, kawan-kawan kita yang lain mana?
Ask soulmate to help stretch lah. Wah, kan?
Yelah, so means you dah dapat soulmate, so suruh dia lah stretch kan? Macam tu?
Bukan aku,
Joey. Aduh. Alright, okay, cool. Okay, next one. Friends, single forever or taken by one forever? Okay, so either you are having a large group of friends or only having a girlfriend and no other friends. Wow.
Tough choice lah. I want to see what people say.
Yeah, though. Come on. Which one? Having a large group of friends. Okay, so most of our friends are having like one girlfriend. Whoa, Avinash. Okay lah, lepas ni tak payah kawan dengan Avin dah.
Oh, jangan macam tu.
Once you have a girlfriend, then kita putus kawan lah, Avin.
Aduh.
Zhu Yinglui. Only having a boyfriend and no other friends.
Weh, jangan macam tu tu. Semua tak nak kawan aku susah ha. This is just a game ah.
Sorry, Avin.
Dia aku.
True. Tengok Nafisa punya. Only having a boyfriend like husband. Because nanti semua kawan dah ada pasangan, nanti kita hidup seorang-seorang mah.
Aduh, deep.
Deep. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. How I end up in this situation? Wow, damn. Popping in your pants or stepping on someone's poop? Weh, dua-dua horrible weh.
Exactly. How did I end up here?
Okay, personally, I'm not sure lah. Okay, maybe stepping on someone's poop kot.
Yeah,
Kalau
same.
kita step je, kita basuh je lah kasut. Kalau kita poop nanti, kita kena,
Sama juga. You also have to basuh lah.
tapi leceh.
But you can throw your slippers lah. Cannot choose this one.
Nice. Can throw your shoes. Cannot choose this one, Aisyah kata.
Anything lah, guys. Edwin. Unfortunately.
Mana
Edwin is not
Edwin?
the question. No, they're some proposal.
Oh, I see. Oh, he's the one who made this question ke?
Yeah.
Wow.
We might have a little bit more the next episode. So stay tuned for that.
Alright. Okay. Lagi. Mana kawan kita lagi? But also stepping on someone. Poop. This one is the horrible one lah.
Exactly. How did I end up in this situation?
Hopefully not. Please.
Yes, hopefully not.
Alright. Okay, stepping on someone. Oh, most of our friends kata stepping on someone's poop. Alright. Okay. Will I even get a job? Okay, so which one would you like? Passionate job or stable job?
Passionate job.
Same. Passionate job. Job. Same.
I think I want to see. It's okay. They're not here to judge.
Apa Arvin?
I want to see who says stable job.
Oh, you want to say stable job?
I know. I want to see who's gonna say stable job.
Oh, who? Come on. Oh, we have Nashin here, Maglus. Come on. Let's share your opinion. Passionate. All right. Okay. So most of them are passionate. Let's move to the next question. Now this question in it. Poor and happy or rich and sad? Oh. How?
Wow. Rich and sad. Because I'm rich.
Rich and sad as well.
Can cry in Hawaii. Okay lah. Can lah. Halal.
Yeah. Can cry while shopping. Nice one. Rich and sad. Can cry at Hawaii. Ayo. Zing Lu also same with me lah. Rich and sad.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's continue to the next question. I got a job now. What? Okay. No
Sad
company
can
or
lead
bad.
depression ma. Ayo, don't like that.
It's okay. If you have money, then you can go to treatment.
No company or bad company? I'll go for no company.
Same. Because if company tu sendiri dah bad, then how can you grow? Ada duit boleh shopping kat LCC, Zulaika.
Apa kat KLCC? Kalau aku jadi kau, I'll breakfast in New York, my lunch in Delhi, I'll take my dinner in Singapore. Why not Malaysia? I've been living here too long lah.
What a life. Aduh. Okay, nice. Alright, okay. Next one. I rather pick the latter, painful truth or comforting lie. Of course, painful truth.
Painful truth. Even though it hurts, you gotta do what's right.
Yep. Painful truth. Okay, most of our friends. This one is from Edwin as well?
Yeah, the whole deck is from Edwin.
Nice. Okay, most of our friends are painful truth. Okay, next one. Misunderstood after death or forgotten after death. Damn!
Ow!
Okay. I tengah digest ni macam mana nak faham ni. How can we misunderstood after death? Okay. Maybe forgotten.
Actually, either way also no problem lah. Because once you die, it doesn't matter lah.
Yes.
If someone forget me, I will haunt them. Wah!
Oh yo.
Ashikin, I will remember you till the day I die.
Jangan cari gaduh dengan Ashikin Alright, okay, next one. If only we were got pause time or rewind time. Pause time.
I wouldn't want to rewind time lah. Benda dah lepas lah.
Betul. Tertekan. Okay, it's okay.
Last question. This is the last question.
Android or iOS?
iOS.
iOS lah. iOS.
Hey, you know this is the active you can. How to pick Android? Don't worry.
This is very biased, okay? Biased question. Alright, okay. Apa?
Because for me, okay, Sumaya choose Android.
Apa tadi, Evin?
Android and iPad workshop. I have.
No problem.
Because last time Kadish brought his tab to the iPad workshop. He gave the iPad lah to work with, but he still brought it.
Nice. All right. Okay. So thank you, guys, for participating actively for our game. Okay. So I hope everyone dah refresh dengan all of the question. So after this kita continue, boleh? Show me some emoji before our start. Come on. Wait. What is this?
Raise hand.
Raise hand. Who's raise hand?
Sumaya raised hand. Any issues, Sumaya?
Sumaya, ada question ke?
Sorry, I did it mistakenly.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Okay. So if there is no question, so we can proceed to our next session, which is about GarageBand. Okay. So there are three of us. Avin, me, and also Afiq. And the one that very expert in GarageBand is him, Avinesh. So today, you guys need to learn a lot from him because he's our DJ lah dekat apa ni dekat Switch punya store. So yeah, I pass the floor to our DJ Avin. Come on.
Okay, putting the DJ mode on. Okay, let's kick off again. Right. So hope you guys had a little fun. Because honestly, I also wouldn't want to sit through a lecture of almost 2 hours. I will cry. So, I'm a student, so pretty sure we share the same emotion, right? So, oops, I think this one is product knowledge number 2. Wait, the 3 is the other one. Okay. So, right. So, welcome to creating original soundtracks with GarageBand. Right. So, first off, what is GarageBand? Very simple. GarageBand is just a music composing software inside the iPad or on iOS, right? So if you have an iPhone, you can also play with GarageBand. And to be very honest, I never actually knew how to play with GarageBand until I joined Active UKL. So I learned how to use GarageBand to compose my own music. And the keyword here is my own, right? We want original sounds because kalau kita tengok, right, especially when people made videos, especially the video I made earlier, the soundtrack in front of the animated kit, there was an animated kit of the gula, right? You will learn how to do the animation in Afiq session for Keynote. Don't worry about that. Okay, but the music that went into the video was composed by myself on the iPad, and I'm going to show you how to compose your own music. Okay, I'm going to show you how easy it is, even though you don't know music, because I know music, and I mean that's what is this? And I enjoy music. I used to play musical instruments when I was in school. So this one is just my introduction. Dah kenal, so hopefully cinta. Tak ada. Okay, so same routine. I'm just gonna play a little soundtrack I made. This one is very simple. Okay, right. So this is a very short clip of simple. This is super simple. This is super basic, and it's not complex at all. There might be little dots that scare you and stuff like that, but don't worry. I'm just going to show you, on how to actually make your very first soundtrack. And if you guys, you can also play with it. I'm not sure how different is the interface compared to mine, but I know it's available on iOS as well. Okay, so same routine. These are the features that you should look up in. Same features that you need to look up in GarageBand. Okay, hey, so yeah, because sure, thanks, Maya. Okay, so Anis, can you help me do a mic check? See how it's going? Is it okay?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so testing. Hold on, because it's already the second time. Don't want to repeat the same mistake. Yeah. Mic test 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna change. Mic. Is it better?
Nice. Yep. Nice.
Okay. All right. So. Okay, so thanks Maya for pointing that out. Hope things are a little bit better. And if there's any issue, just tell me in the chat. No problem. All right. So GarageBand, 2 important features: live loops and smart instruments. Okay. So these are just the very 2 simple features that will make you a person yang tak tahu music. You can compose your own music. Of course, if you know music, then there's a lot of other cool things you can do lah. But for those of you who don't have any musical background, this is what it means. Okay, so let's go into a little quote that I plugged out from Plato.
right? So music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. And I understand that, on a music also ties a certain emotion to a lot of things. So for a very good example would actually be when you're making a simple video for, let's just say you're making a video for your client. The music that you choose to put in your video will impact how the video actually feels. It carries a certain emotion to things. It gives life. So if you guys, this is a very interesting exercise that I used to actually do. Uh, and I actually was pretty surprised. Um, you guys know ghost movies, right? Like Conjuring, Insidious, those kind of movies. If you're actually scared, I dare you to put a pair of earplugs and watch the movie. I can bet with you that the movie won't actually seem that scary because music actually helps to make the video come to life. So that is how powerful music really is. All right. So this is why music is very powerful and you should actually know how to make your own music. So another reason why we should make our own music is copyright. Because another a very important thing that we believe here in Active UKM is that focusing more on originality. Everything that we create should be of our own work. And then we have things on few other applications like Pages, Keynote, which you will experience in the coming days. So all these applications, a lot of things that we focus on is originality. Your own animations, your own graphics, your own music, your writing, your drawing, those kind of things. It has to be original. So, but if you make a video or you make a soundtrack and you take it off the internet, of course you can do it on your iPad. You can take something off the internet, no problem. But when you upload it, you might have a copyright infringement. So that's another thing to actually take note of. And this is why we should all learn actually how to compose music. And even if you're not interested in going for the proposal submission, which I will try to convince everyone why you should go for the submission. But um what is this? All right, so sorry. Yeah, basically this is like generally why we should learn how to make our own music. Originality. And also for me it's a stress relief. Music, when we are stressed, we sit down, we lip out with our friends, we put some good music, and then we have a few snacks. So those kind of things, music also ties to me deeply in that manner. It's a stress relief because and composing your own music is you can actually have fun with yourself. So that's pretty interesting as well. Okay, so like I mentioned, these are the three reasons why you should learn how to make your own music in GarageBand, and the iPad is an amazing platform to actually ease that experience. As even if you're doing your assignments, you boleh pakai music daripada GarageBand. You tak payah nak ambil. You don't need to take your music from YouTube. You can just make your own music and it will be your work and you will be proud that it is your work. Okay, so GarageBand is pretty much more simple compared to iMovie, and I'm pretty sure that we can finish it very fast. Okay, so let's go into GarageBand right away. GarageBand. There it is. Okay, so I have a few other projects in the past, right? So when you enter GarageBand, you will have an interface that looks like this. You tap on create song, and then there is two things that I want you guys to actually focus on. Like I mentioned earlier, right? Live loops, and another one. These are instruments. So the other one that I want to show you is smart instruments. So we have smart piano, we have smart drums, we have oh, this is amplifier, sorry. We have smart strings, smart guitar, and all those kind of things. I don't know how to play a guitar or ukulele or anything of sort. So you can actually create a few different interesting soundtracks from here. Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create your first ever music. First, we're going to use smart instruments. So let's go to, first up, I'm going to tap on Smart Piano. Okay, so you will be greeted with this interface over here. Hey, hey, hey. Wait, hold on. I'm not sure why the piano is not here. Wait, okay, give me a minute. Anis? Nis?
Yes.
Hey, you mind taking over for 5 minutes? I want to sort something out. I think my GarageBand had the issue.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right, awesome.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I'll take over first. Okay, so if you guys have any question, you can just put it the comment. So that maybe you can share together lah. Oh, okay, maybe I can ask you guys any of you been using GarageBand before? Maybe macam main-main ke or just try kan? Try or memang you guys pernah guna untuk buat songs ke and stuff. Shikin kata no. How about Nafisa? Nope. Oh, Sumaya as well. No. Anyone? How about okay, maybe lah the one yang use ni kan. Okay, so maybe Aisyah Rahim tak pernah juga How about Zhu Yinglui? Am I pronounce your name correctly? Yinglui, are you there? Tak ada. Alright, okay, it's okay. Hi, okay, hi. Okay, so maybe you can share your experience using GarageBand. Oh, you don't have an iPad. Oh, okay. Understood. It's okay. So maybe after this, once you learn today, maybe you can try to use lah, and never have an experience with that as well. Oh, so you're using iOS for Mac or for iPhone? I see. It's okay. No problem. So dekat sini kita boleh belajar je guna. No problem. Alright, okay. So someone else, Zulaika, are you there? Zulaika? So Zulaika, are you using iPad for your everyday punya use? You can open your mic lah, tak ada masalah pun Zulaika. Oh ya ke? Alright. Second Zulaika. Okay, Alvin, you good there?
I think it's okay. Kejap, let's try again. All right. So I'm gonna go for smart drums this time.
Alright.
Okay. So fingers crossed, should be okay. Lama pula dia loading. Okay. Yes, we are in. Thank God.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Passing back to you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Anis, for the cover. Let's. All right. So very sorry about that. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what actually went on. But when you come to your GarageBand, whatever steps I mentioned earlier, create your song, go into tracks, go into smart instruments. So pick your instrument. So there is a few interesting things when you talk about instruments, right? There's always few layers or I like to call it layers. So kita ada the tulang belakang. The tulang belakang is the beat. So you know the tup, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the beat. That is like any song. You know, sometimes if you listen to music and then you like to vibe with the song, you go one and you shake your head and you move along with the music. That's the beat of the music, or that's the soul of the music. So layer number 1, it's always good to have a good beat. So when you talk about beat, kita ada a lot of kinds of beats. So you can choose drums. Drums are good beats sebab dia bunyi tap 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 tap, and you can go the snare, those kind of things. Okay, so just for this one, let's go for vintage kit. Let's see how it works. Okay, all right. So at the side here, there's a few instruments. So, and you can see that in the smart instruments punya ni, dia ada simple, loud, complex, quiet. What this means is, when you talk about loud instruments, you listen to that particular music instrument the loudest. When you talk about soft, I mean it's a bit soft. It's a little bit softer. You talk about complex and simple, it's just the complexity of the beat. So a simple beat is maybe tat 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 tat, or if a complex beat would be those kind of things. Okay, so very simple. You see the instruments here, you just you drag and drop to wherever you want. So let's just say you want it here. Okay, then let's drag a Okay, let's hold on. Not sure why it crashed, but okay, let's try again. Okay, let's go. Drag and drop different instruments to different parts. Okay, let's you don't need to put everything, but you can put whatever certain thing. I think this one the instrument berubah. I'm not sure why it crashed. Really sorry on that my end. But let's just play and see how this sounds. Eh? Did y'all hear anything?
No.
I'm very sorry, but I'm not sure why I can't exactly play things. It's not bending to my will. Okay, let's try again. Hold on. Okay, tak apa. I will try one more time. If not, I'll open an old project of mine. Let's see if it works or not. I'm really not sure why the GarageBand is not working today. Okay, tak apa. I'm just gonna close this song, and I'm just gonna show you one of the old projects. Maybe let's see if those things work, because I think that should be fine. Okay, cross my fingers. Please play. Okay. All right, hold on. One last time. I'm gonna try it. One last time.
Tak boleh dengar juga Alvin.
Okay, tak apa. At least the thing is moving now. Tadi tak bergerak. Alright, kejap Okay, stop presenting. Right, one more.
Okay.
Because this material should be fine. It's a pretty. Do y'all hear anything?
No.
Okay, tak apa. No problem. Okay, so so for this session, I'm very sorry that I actually cannot share the audio through what is this? Uh, through the Microsoft Teams. I'm not sure why, because we have done workshop in the past, and it isn't exactly an issue. The only issue that we always have is we cannot record our voice. That's standard lah. Not sure why it's not working around this time round, because when I don't share my screen, works perfectly fine. Okay, so um, it's actually very simple. I'm just gonna talk about a little bit on the theoretical side of things. So just try to bear with me for about 15 minutes. That's all I really need. So like I mentioned earlier, first thing first is smart instruments. So tadi I ada main drum, right? This one is smart guitar. It's about the same thing. And then you can see that we have the chords over here. These are chords, and then you can also pick your different instruments. If you want to go for a rock theme, you boleh pilih a rock guitar. It also works, okay? And then you boleh tekan, nampak tak? Dia ada these things, and you can see there's one interesting thing you call autoplay. So what you can do is you can crank up the autoplay to create different tunes now. So you can maybe put it to 1, and then if you tekan something, it should play. It'll play this particular this one lah. And to record the particular audio is this. You tekan ni. You tekan this one, right? You tekan this one. This will actually record whatever that is playing. So yeah, but basically this is how it works. And then see, I'm not sure why it hang again, but I will. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll record it. I'll pre-record the tutorial, and I will share it in our group, in the Telegram group, right? So I'll share with you exactly how I play with smart instruments and live loops at the same time. Okay, so very sorry on that part, because GarageBand is a topic I really like to talk about. It's very fun, but unfortunately I can't share it with you. My GarageBand keeps hanging. Okay, so one more time. So that was basically what the smart instruments part is. Okay, so generally, right, you saw where we did the smart instruments, and then you can see there are 2 little tabs at the top here. You guys boleh tekan-tekan yang ni. So when you tekan this layered thing here, nampak macam layer, these are all your tracks. So this will go to your track view. And then, so remember that we had the smart drums, and then the smart pianos and all of that. This is what it'll look like. So when you dah buat you punya track, this is how it will look like. And then you remember that I pressed a little record for a while. So normally it'll just pop up here. So this is, and when you play this, it will play, and they can sound perfectly okay. Like there'll be nothing wrong with it. It'll sound good. It'll just sound like a regular soundtrack. Okay, so that is basically a very simple, it's a very theoretical explanation on how you use smart instruments. And then you have the last one, the DJ bit. The DJ bit is over here. Okay, so I don't think you can hear this, but this is another thing that you guys boleh, you guys can actually experiment around with. Okay, the DJ part of it. The DJ part of it is where you remember the track records that go tiki 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 tiki, those kind of things, right? Yeah. So you have the track records over here, and then you can just play around with all these sliders, and you can see that this effects thing, right? This effects thing, FX stands for effects. The effects will actually translate and will sort of give your music a little bit of a twist. So this is basically what smart instruments is all about. Okay, so what it is the iPad already has all these instrument presets. You pergi, you tekan autoplay, and then it's about the same for the smart drums and all that. Okay, so if you go to smart drums, oh, it's taking a while. Right. So if you go to smart drums, exact same concept. You tarik, and then you just play. You click record. Nampak? You click the record button, and then you go into all your tracks. Oops. Oh, suddenly it works. Okay. You go into your tracks and then you add whatever is necessary, and that would actually give you your entire soundtrack. And how do you export the soundtrack? Okay, so contohnya kita dah buat kita punya sound. How do you export the soundtrack? Okay, you pergi kat file, and then you tekan sini, saving. Okay, then you take this, and you tap and hold on it. You click share, and then you can export as your own song, or you can export as a ringtone. And project is if you want to share projects lah. But just go for song. You tekan song, and then you can pick your quality. Okay, so my suggestion is always either high quality or highest quality. You don't need to go to Apple lossless and all of this. This one is a little unnecessary. If you don't have the hardware for it, it's not this one. But high quality is good enough. Kalau kita nak buat presentation music, kita nak buat soundtrack untuk video, those kind of things, the what this GarageBand is already pretty good enough. This quality is already good enough. Okay, so let's see if I have. Oops, hold on, yeah. Okay, let's see if I can actually export this music. Since I've talked about it so much theoretically, let's see if I can just export this music, and hopefully you guys can hear the music. Song. Don't say that wrong, please. Sorry, my bad. Share. I honestly not sure what's going on with my this one lah. Okay, I think I have some music that I can show you. Okay, let's just go to files, and let's just go to the iPad, and let's search. Can you all hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, thank God. At least the examples are working. Okay, yeah. So these are some of the sample songs that you can make on the iPad. Semua pakai. Okay, this is one of my favorite, because this one I think I did it during a workshop, so it has a bit of a Chinese twist. So if you go into your GarageBand, right? So if you go into your GarageBand, if you go to if you go to live loops, right? You nampak tak? There's a lot of different this one. So you can choose Chinese modern, Chinese traditional, and then yeah, I'm not sure all of these plugins are not installed today. Normally it is. Okay, so I cannot show you the live loop part, but on my end, I'll send a screen recording on how to do live loops, and also how to also do the what do you call it, the smart instruments thing into our Telegram group. So just stay tuned for that part, right? So this one is another interesting song. Yeah, so that was something that had a Chinese twist to it. But ini you buat pakai live loops, okay? So let's just see what the song is. Oh, this is also my favorite, one of my favorites. Okay, so you guys remember that I talked about the EQ kind of thing, right? You remember the DJ music, the mixing and all that. There's a small section that says FX at the bottom. Yeah, benda tu you guys boleh pakai, and you saw that dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so all of that is inside the EQ section. Okay, so one more. Let's just see what is this one. I'm pretty curious. Okay, this is just a light hip hop one lah. Okay, so these are just some of the simple songs I've actually made on GarageBand myself. Unfortunately, GarageBand is not working well with me today. I am honestly a little bit sad on that part because it's very fun to play with. But yeah, if let's say you guys manage to get into the proposal stage, we will be there to coach you on how GarageBand works, and if you want to use it in your project, I'll be there to help you out, and the entire team is here to also help you guys out. So no worries on that matter. But from my end, yeah, I'll try to make a little demo video and send it into our Telegram group. All right. So thanks for the audience for being so cool. I'm really sorry on my end. All right, so back to you, Anis.
All right. Thank you, Avin. It's okay, Avin. So, we can try again later, insyaAllah. Okay, if there's any time, kita boleh learn lagi lah, no problem. Or maybe you guys can just ask in the Telegram also, no problem. Okay, so I think that's all for today. So maybe before we end, maybe there's any question from the floor. All right. Okay. So if there's no questions, so I think we can end our session today here. So maybe before that, we can take a picture. If you guys wanna open your camera, also fine. Boleh teman I and Evin dekat sini. So okay. So I pass to Ewan.
Guys, let's open camera.
Sia Joey.
It's okay, then we take the first photo. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. On. Okay, second, freestyle, everyone. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3. All right then, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ewan. Evin, you have anything to say?
Yes, I have one more thing that I promised that I have not delivered yet, which is a little bit on the active UKM business startup, because it's been a while since the project actually is on. Because I noticed that we have some people that was previously joined us, and we also have some people that recently joined us. So just to make things clear, on why should you even consider submitting a proposal based on what we are sharing. This is going to be my attempt. All right, so hold on, let me keynote. let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so yeah, so just to give you guys, oops, all right, so just to give you guys a little context, right? So this product knowledge workshop is part of something bigger, which is called the Active UKM Business Startup, right? So what it is just a simple business startup project organized by all the key collaborating partners here. So we have Pusat Pengajaran UKM, Active Buddies, we have Switch, UKM GSB, SESMAT, Citra, Pusat University, Pusat Inovasi or PIK, Inovasi UKM, and APLP, Apple Professional Learning Providers. All right. So this is where, as I mentioned earlier, right, we already have a product. We want to see how you develop your business. So and your business of course has to be related to technology. That's very important. How do you properly do a business proposal? How do you cater for the market? These are the things that we'll be looking into in this event, and we'll try to get the proposal submissions done by the end of this semester. So just stay tuned on us in our Telegram group. We pass all our information regarding the program there. And just to give you guys a little bit of context, this program has 4 phases. So the first one is where we engage in the sharing phase, where you guys, this is a sharing phase where we share relevant information that will help you do your proposal. And then you have the simple proposal pitch where you share what is your great idea about and why would you be the next Steve Jobs. And this is a fancy way of saying we want to see your idea. And then we have the execution phase where the groups that get selected will be given an industrial grant worth 1,000 ringgit. It's not only one group. There's quite a number of groups that will get it. Okay, so it's quite a large number as well. Okay, so you guys akan dapat grant, and you will be coached from industry experts until your product dah berjaya dijual, or your product can be marketed and cater for the community. So um this is what it's all about, right? So there's a few key selling points over here, right? Of course, semua orang yang join, regardless or not if you send your proposal in or not, in regardless if let's say nanti we'll do a grouping akan berlangsung this week, regardless or not if you nak buat, you want to send it or not, but I'll tell you why you should join. Number one, of course, you dapat merit, iStar, semua tu dapat e-certificate. All the sessions you join, semua session akan ada e-certificate. No problem. Like today's session, you'll have one e-certificate. So just go along, collect your certificates. And the bigger things that that is not exactly mentioned is some of the key learning things. You'll be meeting industry experts by people from Switch, where they're experts in business and how to bring up businesses, and they will coach you how to bring up your business properly. And then you have the grant award, di mana you akan dapat RM1,000 satu group to, and you will execute your idea sampai berjaya. And all the group members, you guys akan dapat pinjam iPad courtesy of Switch to execute your project until it's done. And last but not least, you guys, if your product is good and we want to intellectually protect it, IP. We had an IP session, I think, a few weeks back. No, I think it's been a while actually, a few months back actually. So, an intellectual property, and as a student, if you are the intellectual property, your selling point once you graduate is very high compared to other students. Intellectual property and your business grant. If you get an industrial grant to do a project, your selling point or your marketability as a student also increases exponentially, right? So basically, this is why we encourage everyone who joins, tak kisah siapa, bring in your friends. If let's say you have family members in UKM, ajak sekali, because it's only open to UKM students. So get everyone on board, ajak ramai, so we can share and enjoy the benefits together. All right, so basically that is the last part of my promise, to get you a little bit of information on what the Active UKM Business Startup is all about. So I'm done with my part for today. I thank you guys for almost 1 hour 45 minutes with me and Anis, and also Active Buddies. Over to you, Anis, for the wrap up before we end our session.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Avin. So for those who are interested to join our Active UKM Business Startup, do fill in the forms and we will let know later about the grouping and stuff. So for now, kita akan handle this workshop for 2 weeks, inshallah. This week and next week. So stay tuned if you want to know more about GarageBand, notes, pages and stuff. So kita akan jumpa lagi for another workshop on
Thursday.
inshallah. All right. Okay. So I think that's all. Thursday. Yep. Thursday. Okay. So that's all from me. Thank you everyone for staying. I hope you guys learned something today. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.